Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic is graphical analysis of motion. In previous lecture we have talked about what is motion and its related terminologies. In this lecture we will relate these terminologies in terms of graph. What is graph? Graph is the pictorial way of presenting information about the relation between various quantities. It shows a relation between two different quantities, two different variables in a simple, in a short way. What is variable? Variable are the quantities between which graph is plotted. We will plot a graph between the two variables. There are two types of variables: independent quantity, independent variable, or dependent quantity. What is independent quantity? The quantity which doesn't depend upon the value of the other variable or quantity. It means that it doesn't change its value when the value of other quantity is changed. And what is dependent quantity? In case of dependent quantity, its value change when the value of the other independent quantity is changed. Independent quantity, for example, time is independent quantity because its value doesn't depend upon the other quantity. And the example of dependent quantity is distance. And a body change in distance with the passage of time. Then if we are studying that if a body move from one place to another, it's covered some distance at time t is 5 seconds, then its distance has some value. If we choose that the time is 10 seconds, that distance value is changed. So the value of distance depends upon the value of time. After that, what is distance time graph? So we will show the distance time relation in a graphical way. Distance time graph, the independent quantity is time, and we will show it along a horizontal axis, such as this is the graph between distance and time. The time will be shown on x-axis, and the dependent quantity, which is distance, which will be shown on vertical axis. Figure distance time graph when object is at rest. There are some cases. First case is when object is at rest. When object is at rest, then its distance time graph will be in this behavior. Its distance will not be changed. If it means that the distance will be same is that after the passage of time. If a body is at 0 time, it has some distance 15 meter. So if after 5 seconds it have the same distance, after 10 seconds it have the same distance, after 15 minutes it has the same 15 meter distance. So the value of distance doesn't change. If a body have at 0 distance at 0 second, then graph will be on the x-axis. If it have 15 meter distance at 0 second, then after passage of time its distance value doesn't change. So when a body is at rest, a distance time graph will be in this behavior. Next, when object is moving with constant speed. In this case, its graph will be in this behavior. This is the time and this is the distance. After 0 time, it's a distance of 0. After 5 seconds, it's a 10. After 10, it's a 20. It's 15. It means that it has a linear graph. A linear graph, straight linear graph, equal distance in equal time. It means that the body is moving with a constant or uniform speed. In case of uniform speed, it has that type of graph. The slope of the curve, the slope of the straight line will give us the value of the speed of an object. So it has the same slope everywhere in each point. So we will find out the slope at one point. We can say that at that point. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. So tangent theta or slope is tangent theta is equal to a right angle triangle. Tangent theta is equal to y divided by x. We can say also this for y, and this is the x. So y is 10 and this is the 5. So it has value, speed has value 2 meter per second in this graph. Now, object moving with variable speed. If an object moving is with variable speed, at the value of speed will be the slope of the tangent at that point. So come to the graph. If a body is moving in a variable speed, we can't say generally that its speed is 2 meter per second or 3 meter per second. It has a different value of speed at different point. So if we have to find out the speed of body at variable speed at point P, then we will draw a tangent at that point, and the slope of that tangent will give us the speed of the object at that point. It will give not a straight line, and this graph slope at P will be equal to RS total divided by QS 20 divided by 10. Slope at that point is means RS, and QS 20 divided by 10 is 2 meter per second. It is also 2 meter per second at that point, not at that point. Okay. Your homework is example number 2.6. You have to solve it and try it. Okay, thank you.